Gonna go ahead and run back through most of this just to see and make sure that some random weird encounter doesn't pop up that we need to add to the list. Persona! I know the wind heals. I'm not stressing out. That's why. Well. Wait, what? Oh. Exactly why I'm taking the time and not just immediately jump into police station. Apparently there was a 3K, so I did not work before, even when it was by location. All right. What up, Phil? I still want to create the kappa with the butterfly in his eye. Oh, it would have been perfect if we got into a fight. I don't know why I train like that. I'm gonna be tackling this like a completely different way, because now that we have like a list of true encounters, we won't actually have the different encounters here. It'll be more or less the strategy to deal with the enemy immediately for people. And then the green box will be cards needed. I feel like that'll be a better system for others trying to read notes, or trying to read my notes. What up, dog? Oh my gosh, I actually remember all the road stuff. Crazy. Oh, I need to record this fight. You're technically right, so we'll call this Balder Uka Aga. Or I meant Afink Uka Aga. It's easier to do it like this, or it'll unbold my stuff. Like if I leave one letter in front, it's super weird. Playing Arknights and Dissidia Opera-Omnia. Nice. I actually recently tried to get into that, and I'm kind of going into a Final Fantasy / like Shin Megami at the same exact time phase, so yeah. Why did I do that? This space is bothers me. This is why I wanted to have not game music on at the moment. There's a lot of editing that I want to be doing. And if you guys heard that the fight music over and over again, don't get me wrong. I could do it. I feel like I could listen. It wouldn't drive me that insane. But I know it can really only take so much before everything you say rhymes with the tone of the song. Damn it. Oh, dude, you got Zach on freebie? Nice. That's super good, brother. Hey, Fink, getting bribed. Oh, he's not in the mood. Nobody do that. That's all good. Pull this wreck face. So annoying. Now, does this mean the Ukabot can't talk because we've already pissed off A-Fang? No. Oh. Whew, that one was all over. All bars were getting filled at one point. Damn, you got King's best weapon out of the pool too? What's the name of his best in Opera Omnia right now? Alright, we don't have this one written. Just trying to cheat. Bastard. Oh, what? No! Belly clicks. See, because if I split it, I guarantee the whole bulge. Unbolding stops happening. And a Grim Leprechaun. Need to unbold it. Oh, about that. Might be overdoing it. Hey, Sim! Oh yeah. I never left in heart, man. Life just got crazy for a little bit. But I guess it never really does give you a break. Just taking a break from it. I know if you're still in here, your notes on speedrun.com says outdated, and it's like, as I'm going through these, I feel like I want to also redo Snow Queen and make a nice, pretty a route based on Tick's changes, because I think he did one little change to Snow Queen. And then once I get all this like posted, oh man, Sim, you're one of the guys I wanted to show this. You and Molsky. But it's like I'm making a nice like cheat sheet that essentially will have like, oh man, it's so good. It's so good. But like, so for example, like on the personas, it's not everything that we use during the runs, but it's like, it's just a nice cheat sheet for everything in the game in general. But it's like anything that needs to be linked or accessed from the guide itself, but it's just too much for the guide, I'm gonna try to have as like a tab on the bottom, make it accessible for everybody via Google Sheets and whatnot. Like, this is gonna be cool, man. I don't know why I got like super inspired. Actually, like me and the lady friend were talking, but it's like, I feel like because of all the stress that was going on, I kind of find a sense of balance when I do this Persona 1 speedrun stuff. In some weird way, even though it's like chaotic, and I really just want the community to be tight as hell. And everybody just fucking kick ass with each other. You know what I mean? Like, super grats to Chuckinator. He just laid down a new world record on Persona 2 Eternal Punishment PSX version. Yeah, it is therapeutic, Sim. That's the best way to put it. And then right now, as you can see, I've been doing some like encounter notes, and this is fun because the description of this video will say this, but I'll just repeat it. And it's like, I figured out which encounters, even in the beginning of the Sebek run, and this will be super helpful on the Snow Queen in a sense of like what to prioritize card-wise. But look, the math already is, if you control F this sheet, let's do the 3 cards needed for Sebek. So it's going to be Pixie, Preda, and Zombie Boy, right? So Pixie is going to show up in 4 of the like 20 encounters inside Hospital 1, right? But then Preda shows up in 5, okay? And then Zombie Boy shows up in 3, I think it was. Yep. Now the cool thing about this is you see that there's an overlapping with Preda and Zombie Boy, which immediately tells you that since Zombie Boy only shows up in 3 as opposed to the what was it, 4 or 5 for Preda, it's like you should always take Zombie Boy when you see the encounter that's the Zombie Boy Zombie Boy Knocker Preda. Like stuff like that, I didn't even think that this would be useful when I started taking the encounter information. And then I was like, wait a second, this is going to show us a form of like percentage in like what we should prioritize before we get anything. Now don't get me wrong, obviously you're not going to want to go for, you know, that Zombie Boy if you don't have the Preda already. Don't dodge it. I'm not, you know what I mean? But if you're empty and you're still looking for all 3, there is technically a priority in some of the ones where they overlap. And the same thing with the Preda Pixie. So Preda showed up more, but Pixie showed up less. Technically, in that encounter with the Preda Poltergeist Pixie, we should pull Pixie first if you are empty-handed. Oh man, this is super nice, super nice. So right now we're still just grinding out some of the encounters in prison here. Don't talk to me. Don't talk to me, leprechaun. I think I'm not gonna wind immediately. Let's just shoot the whole time. No. We're not racing. We're not trying to move fast. We'll wind. Heal. Could actually get a fist off. I wish Sweet Trap in the PSP version still did like the Atlas machines and all the weird stuff that you'll see inside of Revelations. Must have had an issue porting. I think I see that every video, but I can't not remind people of how cool that animation was in the original version. Alright. Oops. Go ahead and start. Oh, I forgot that it's everyone with a rifle. Thinking I could snipe out that back right. Oh, I'm supposed to take notes. Copy this. Immediately turn it white. Rid of the cap. Enough crystals for another pull. Yeah, I've been slacking on a lot of the mobiles. The only ones I've actually been playing decently have been Dokkan still, Shin Megami DX2, and Duel Links. Still can't get enough. Okay, so this one was. This. Beautiful. Man, my DX2, I should actually do a short stream in the coming weeks just to show off the party that I have right now. It's disgusting. I don't want to reform just to get shots off, but I really should be in the straight line in the center. I'm not stacked like I would be in the speedrun right now. Super lazy. Bad alley. Maki and her handgun aren't too bad, especially on something that's actually weak to a handgun. Actually, not terrible. I'm already crazy leveled as well, so I'm not worried about the free levels we get when we walk through. I think someone that got pissed off when I tried driving the first time, I think. Beautiful. Oh, I didn't record that either though. That was... Oh man, I kinda don't remember the layup. I feel like it was something similar to this. Oops. Oh, come. I know it wasn't exactly like that. Maybe even been more of a... Yeah, we'll run it. All good. I feel like I got Omnia to work on iPhone M eventually, but I think you had to do a different launcher. You can't run original Nox launcher on it. Okay. I don't care. I'm a human. Is that a human in the background? Yeah. Oh god. Unfollow. I love that animation. Samus is good. The only thing that's truthfully developed, since you've asked, is she's super allergic to everything. So we've had to change like what food she's on, and what treats she gets, etc. I think I still left one in luck. I feel like it's like strapped. Zombie cops and bags. That's cool. We'll do this. Except cut these out. Dear. Oh. Oh dear. Not what we're going for, I tell you what there. There we go. Oh, they're not that fucking close. Jesus. Oops. However. Nope, nope, not that one. How many socks? She's been a lot better about socks, but she's still pretty bad about shoes. I haven't lost any necessarily yet, but man, bad about the shoes. I like that the soundtrack comes on as soon as we start talking about Sam. Or as we're talking about her, that is. She is my fool persona. Not that this music is from Persona. Wait, did I just kill... Wait a sec. Right now. Writing my cell phone information. Disconnection. Let's see here. Well, I feel like there is more here, we just haven't found it. But if it is... yeah. We can keep it below 10 different encounters inside prison. And open mouth, insert foot. Damn it. So this one's like same enemy setup. It was... sometimes it depends on which game, but this one, we're Susa. Still has nothing we need. Let's do the typical, like, I'm looking at a 27-minute mark. Let's do a 10-minute grind on encounters, maybe 5. If we can't pull different encounter. There's a better way to. Oh man. This one. Okay. Go. Oh, it's already at the bottom. Oh, I don't even know if I raise those, they don't do it. Good. Something there was a better way to portray when there's like barely staggered, but kind of in the first row still. Good. We don't need to uncount. We'll just blast him out of this guy. Good times. So far it looks like there's only 3 encounters that are going to involve usable cards for the Sebek route here. Including the one we just ran out of. Or the one we just knocked out with 3 Afank, and then this 3 Ukobak one as well. So those are the ones that are also, or obviously the only demons of those encounters. But then there's going to be number 35 here. Being one of each, which is pretty good. I like that one. Just because, depending on what you don't have, you're not necessarily getting boned. So here it is again. I think this is good. If you can get this twice, once on the way, and once on the way back, you won't even have to do any form of grinding in Police Station. Technically, the only grinding that we'll want to do here is for the free level up. But once I do more deciphering on Goon and Tix routes. Okay, this is a different. This is the Afank by itself. Again, but next to an Aga. Beautiful. Oh, it missed. Didn't even get the repel. She's gonna kill with the bow. Beautiful. Oh, wow. That's another incredibly good one. Holy shit. Copy all this here. Very cool. Except one at the other. Oh man, this isn't like we beat the game. We beat the game, man. Wait a second. No, I guess it's just like a city. Whatever. Uko. Think. Oh man, that's good. So far the encounter rate for the demons we use here is not an issue whatsoever. The fun one that's going to be nice to know some percentages on is definitely going to be in the Sebek Underground when we look for gremlins and nightmares. That's going to be... I really want to know what percentages we're dealing with. Leprechaun Ba. Beautiful. And now that she's got rapid, I could just keep it like this. Oh, it doesn't repel. That's right, they block. Reba? Yep. Alright, one more minute in police station. We're gonna call it about wrapped up. Any other new encounters we'll just take notes of as they come along. I like when we get on a nocturne battle track while we're battling. It's good times. Just feels like a montage. Music quit at the moment in which we should be walking out as well. It's a 37 mark here, so after this fight we're probably going to jet. Then continue adding to pool. I don't know if we're going to add that to Mikagecho 1. or if I'm going to consider it 2. I guess it all depends on what starts showing up once we leave here. Split. This is where we want to make sure we have knocked. That revival bead from the hoodlum, though. So that's not right either. This is what I want. Just in case. Cause you never know there. That feels old. Zombie girl. Quicksilver. Yep. It's real old. And the pool might not change. Mikage Cho. 1. Wait a darn. Nope, that's that one there. Yep. Oh, Gathian zombie cop. The okay, hold on. The cop didn't exist until put the one up there. I hate to put the X here, but I'd also hate to make a whole new category for after police. Now, if a lot more encounters start showing up, then I feel like it'll be worth making the table. But I don't think they will. That's what we're looking for. What did it say? Level 7. Anjo, I feel like that means you'll be able to pull her as we're walking through town the first couple of times. Let's make sure that is registered though. This demon's trolled the crap out of me in previous runs, so it's funny to see how many different encounters it actually shows up in already. In Mekage-cho. Run it. Hold encounter. There it is again. So I feel like that's just proof that we've gone to the police station. That it's not necessarily opening up a different pool, which is why I want to put after PS. And it was the same thing with... Wasn't the 4 knockers, wasn't the Mr. Zombie. I think it was the Mr. Zombie and Zombie Nurse. That was like a... The pools start to get confusing. Damn, you did 53 pulls? Damn. Okay, Sith. Three 11s and two, and then 20 singles. Fine. Sometimes the luck is with us, other times it's not. It may just be those two encounters leaking out into this pool. 39 and 42. It's best in the banners while you're missing from it. Oh, yeah. I hate it when they get you with that. Like, dude, 4 hours left. And then you spend all of your gems or mithril, whatever the game you're playing is. I forget what Opera's is, but you know what I mean. You spend all your damn currency, and you still don't get it. It's like, man, come on. Oh, man, Ukubak leaked out here. Cathedral of Shadows, baby! Took me a second. I'm like, wait a minute. I know what I'm listening to. Beautiful. Okay, well. That puts Uko and Afink in the pools out here. Which means you technically wouldn't have to stay in police station for any longer than what you needed. Because everything seems to be out here. Which is actually really good, I guess. Run-wise, hopefully you would never miss a card. Triple A, I think so. What's here? Are they still kicking me out right away? Create a pixie. It's cool how the pools are kind of working though, so... I was just about to say, I haven't seen any zombie cops show up out here, similar to how zombie nurses didn't seem to show up outside. But... that proved me wrong right here. Leprechaun, zombie cop. Could be Gooses. Never thought about it saying like that. Always said Sousa. But it might be Gooses. Not sure what to do with this information immediately. It's kind of the same thing that's happening when we first came out to Mikage-cho and we started getting the overlapping, right? So again, we never saw like Mr. Zombie with double Preda. We never saw the Mr. Zombie or the double zombie Preda nurse or the triple nurse. Or 3 zombies. So it's like I wanted to say the entire pool from the hospital transferred to Mikage-cho, but it didn't. Or at least, from what I can tell, it didn't. But look, here's the zombie nurse. Mr. Zombie's out there. So crazy that combination. Yeah, we never found that inside of the hospital. So it makes me wonder if that was actually an encounter in hospital that I just never triggered. I want to put a question mark. These are about to get it. We haven't seen them yet. And it's getting late, so we probably won't even dive into Underground. Got the work in the morning. Oh, there's the... Oh. Same fight immediately. I know Chuckalator said on emulator. Or no, it wasn't Chuck. It was Molsky. Said on emulator, Innocent Sin PSP felt like it had a lower encounter rate. I can safely say it feels like this one almost has a higher compared to the PSP in my hand. Sad I didn't pick up a PS TV when I worked at said game store and they were super cheap, because now I'm about to get super scalped by the eBayers and whatnot. But I want one so that I could technically submit a Persona run to like a GDQ for an event. That was one outside encounter. Free revival beads is what I see when I kill the hoodlums. It tries to make me wonder like what exactly it's trying to portray that the hoodlum has. Like I feel like there's something symbolic there. Wait, if he heals me, does it heal my SP? Very cool, it did. That's probably about it. I don't think we're gonna get the other variation of the zombie leprechaun encounter. The Tri-Ba, the Tri-Zombie Cop, or the Afink Ukubak mix-up. Oh, wait. I thought that was proving me wrong immediately. That's the one we've already seen. That's encounter 42. Not today, boy. Okay, that's the one we've already seen. The one with the ba instead of the ku. First encounter we saw in Mikage-cho. Those free magic cards from the zombie girls is fire though. That's an amazing good item to get from such a low tier mob. And same with the hoodlums dropping revival beads. This game's kind of stacked. Pretty sure. But we're gonna double check. Here. It's a skull encounter that poured over. Oh man, I hate to say I heard that sound all too much, but I heard that sound all too much. And as I'm hearing it, so A, this is game over music, which is perfect to end the stream. And B, we just found the zombie cop leprechaun ba outside. That means just 3 encounters from the police station didn't roll over? But the percentage is so low with how this one was that we've just yet to see it. At this point, I don't want to put too much more into grinding certain places out to try to find 3 more encounters where there's potentially over 30 already. So we will take note of which encounters aren't listed in certain areas, and then as we're going through them, see if they pop up. Beautiful. Alright, I'm gonna call it there. Need to start winding down so I can get tired. Go to work, rinse, repeat, yada yada. Thanks for popping in, and thanks for watching. If you're catching this on the tube. Making a lot of progress note-wise, though, so this will be pretty good. Excited to show Ghoul, Molsky, Sim, and all the other mods what I've done guide-wise and get them posted so everybody can kind of start running and racing and just having fun with P1. Yeah. On that note, have a good night.